Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. Today I bring you a boyfriend reading for Yangyang, and I wanted to say beforehand that I really like WayV because I am using a deck that I usually don't like to use because I feel like I don't give it the justice that it deserves when it comes to interpreting the cards, and it's the Earth Oracle. I think it's actually called the Sacred Earth Oracle cards. So yeah, but aside from that, let's figure out what type of boyfriend he will be. And I'm kind of laughing because I just find it funny that I'm like, let me say this and then we can start. So anyway, let's see. What type of boyfriend is Yanchan? So to start off his reading, we have the moth spirit with air element. And this is very green with a bit of yellow. So this kind of shows that he will be a very gentle and caring person because I'm thinking of the heart chakra and the sacral chakra. And with this moth, I do feel like he's someone that is extremely grounded because there was a time that I will see moths very often. And I saw that just as a message from spirit being like, calm down, ground yourself, be a bit more present in your reality. So in this case, I think that he naturally already has that. So he will be the type of boyfriend that will bring a lot of comfort and stability to whoever he's with. And he's going to do that with his words because he's going to be very genuine and his words are going to come from his heart. And that will just naturally bring this effect to whoever he's dating to feel at home, to feel comfortable, and to kind of bring them back to the present moment whenever this person may be daydreaming or just distracted. Like all of a sudden, this person kind of comes back to the moment. So this moth spirit kind of shows like he naturally, like the vibes that he has in general, is just one that brings a lot of stability. I do feel like he's very earthy, so that kind of shows that he is someone that tends to be uh, very grounded with his 3D environment. So he is aware of material possessions. He's aware of like the value that things have in life. He is also someone that knows how to work in either his career. He knows how to work with his money. He knows how to take care of himself, like his body. And his health, and take care of also the things that he owns. So that's kind of what I mean by that with like earthly possessions. And also he has very good communication. Like he is very good at expressing how he feels and his emotions, as well as being very practical about his approach into things. So the type of boyfriend that will make him will be someone that is actually pretty honest. So I do feel that if he likes someone, he will kind of go towards them right away. He will not necessarily hold back unless will he be shy? Maybe a little bit because we have the turtle spirit. So I think it may take him a while to open up his heart, but when he does, he's very, very genuine. I don't think he is necessarily someone that puts a wall up as much as it just kind of takes him a while to maybe open up to, not necessarily open up, but like approach people. So he may be a bit shy or reserved, but we have the turtle spirit with water element, and this turtle has orange and green. So that will be the heart chakra and the sacral chakra. So he's someone that is very passionate, very driven. This will make him also very loving because of the heart chakra energy. He is someone that really guides himself at his heart. So he will be the type of boyfriend that will try to bring a lot of enjoyment to the people he's with. He is someone that will be very expressive when he likes someone as well. But again, I have a feeling that he's actually very shy or very reserved. So one of those two things will make it that he kind of hesitates a little bit before like entering new relationships or even starting to show someone that he likes them. Also with this turtle, I do feel that he is someone that is very, he's kind of he's very slow when he starts relationships, especially with a romantic nature, because he's trying to be careful. I don't think he's necessarily someone that's overly cautious as much as, again, it seems like he might be quite shy. So it might take him a while to be in a state where he feels like he can fully open up to people and say, this is how I feel. Again, since we have air and water as the elements here, it kind of shows that he really wants to communicate how he feels and what he thinks of someone from his heart. So he may be very practical with his lifestyle and his way of living, but when it comes to things that are like heart matters, then I don't mean this in like the health sense, I mean this in the emotional sense. That's when he tries to be completely open, like wear his heart on his sleeve. But I think he's just naturally quite cautious, because I don't think he necessarily has been hurt as much as this is just kind of like a personality trait where it takes him a while. Because I'm thinking of this hard shell on this turtle, so I do feel that he naturally is quite guarded. But I don't think he necessarily has baggage. Now, the other cards that we have clarity, we have perspective, we have discernment and efficiency. And underneath, we'll talk about the tarot in a little bit actually. So with the clarity, he, as I mentioned earlier with the stability and the moth, he is someone that likes to bring comfort to whoever he's with. So I do feel that a lot of like the way that he will like to spend his time with his partner will be by just like, I guess maybe staying at home, maybe cuddling, maybe just doing things that are very homely. So maybe cooking at home, maybe watching TV, watching movies, maybe even playing video games at home, just doing things that are kind of like you stay in one place and that's it type of vibe. Also, here we have some amethyst, so I do feel that, well, it looks like amethyst to me. He is someone that naturally brings a lot of clarity to someone's mind, brings a lot of good advice when it comes to a problem. So, as I was mentioning with the amethyst, I usually use that stone when I want to clear the space. So I have a feeling that this thought that came to mind kind of shows that he will be the type of boyfriend that will naturally create like this space. It could be physical as much as just like his vibes or his energy that will bring his partner in a place where they feel comfortable. All of a sudden, like they distress quite easily, like by just looking at Yangyang's face. All of a sudden, they're like, "Woof, I feel good now. I feel refreshed. I feel like alive again." So this clarity card, I do feel like it kind of feels. Did he get purified? No, he didn't. But I was thinking of something along those lines. Someone that is very good at just kind of clearing the space. And I think one of the reasons why he kind of brings this energy is because he seems very genuine, and he kind of wears his heart on his sleeve. So I do feel that either when he smiles or when he laughs, he brings a lot of comfort to whoever he's dating or whoever he's with. And again, with this clarity, I do feel like he gives very good advice, as I said earlier. So he might be very good at just kind of sitting still and just listening if whoever he's with is going through quite a rough time or just had a like some challenges during the day. Now, the other cards that we have here, also, I do feel like he's very good at keeping secrets. So whoever he's with, if they have something that they don't feel that comfortable talking about with other people, for whatever reason, the moment they meet Yangyang, they kind of go like, I feel safe, and because of that, I'm able to tell you about these things that I don't feel that comfortable telling just anyone. So he brings that type of security as well. Now, with a perspective, we see all of this like white light of sorts, and also this blue has been highlighted to me. So I do feel that he is just someone that naturally brings a lot of healing to whoever he's with. And with this perspective card, I think he's very good at giving advice, as I just said earlier. But also with his perspective, is the reason why he can give good advice is not only is he a good listener, not only is he able to bring comfort to people to just naturally open up to him, but also he's able to see things from very different angles without judgment. So it's like if he's the type of boyfriend that will be such a good listener that when he gives advice, he creates a space that people don't feel judged, people don't feel uncomfortable, and people don't feel like, even if they did wrong, they don't feel bad about it, because he doesn't make them feel bad. He goes like, okay, I understand, like if a situation comes up, he will be able to be like, I see where you're coming from, I see the perspective that you're bringing in here, I understand why you could have felt this way and that way, and because of that, let me like tell you about these other things. Like I feel that he himself, I don't think, is going to bring a lot of issues to whoever he's dating. So if this person is having issues at work or having issues with family or friends, he will be very good at making sure that he says what he believes without making the other person feel bad about the actions that they took or the things that they were thinking about from a situation. Like if this person had a fight with someone, he's not going to, and like they said some nasty words to that person out of like the emotions that spur in the moment. He will not make them feel bad for saying those things, but he will definitely let them know that maybe those were not the right words or the right way to express those emotions. Again, he's very, very stable, so I do feel that he's someone that thinks very carefully before taking action, but it doesn't come from a calculative or like um disgenuine. Is that I think that is a word, but I don't talk like that, so I don't know why that one came up. Way of coming off to people, like he's not fake. That's what I'm getting at. It's very natural for him to be careful and cautious with his words, but I think it's because it comes from his heart. So it's natural for him to think before he says his words, because he is just making sure that the person knows exactly what he thinks and what he believes in, but making sure that they don't feel attacked in any way, shape, or form. Also, with this perspective card, I do feel that he will bring a lot of new things into the relationship. So whoever he's with will get to experience. I mean, I'm not saying that the adventures or like the new experiences that he's going to bring to whoever he's dating is not necessarily like, oh, let's go here, let's go there, like traveling the world or anything. It's more along the lines of like, do you know about this? Have you thought about this? Or I read an article about this, so let me tell you about it. So I do feel that he learns a lot or likes to research things, or he just kind of naturally stumbles upon fun facts, and I think he will be able to bring that into the relationship. The other cards that we have is the discernment and efficiency. So I know this is not a coin, but it made me think of like the Ace of Coins or something. So he's very good with his career and with his work. So I do feel that he will be the type of boyfriend that will be able to plan dates very well. Either he knows how to discipline himself or have a very good schedule, so he will have a very good balance between his work and his love life. Also, with the discernment, I think he's very good at figuring out who to hang out with and who not to hang out with. And again, also discernment, I do feel like he's very good at managing his time in general. So also with his discernment, if we go back to like him giving very good advice, his discernment is very good, so he knows who to believe in, who not to believe in. He knows when someone's lying and when someone's not lying. He's able to figure out what he thinks and what is other people's influence, like filtering in his mind when he's trying to make a decision or something. So his discernment is very good because, again, he is someone that has very good clarity within himself and his space, and also he has a very good eye to think of multiple perspectives without judgment. So because of that, he kind of has I actually don't know when it's his birthday, so I don't know what his sun sign is, but I wouldn't be surprised if his sun sign is like an air sign, or he may have a lot of air energy in his natal chart, because air signs can be very good with having like judgments, because I'm thinking of the king of swords, which is a Libra card. Anyway, the other thing that we have here with this efficiency is that I think he will be very good at, I don't know why cleaning the house is something. I don't even know if he cleans, but like if he has a goal in mind, he's very good at thinking of the steps necessary to accomplish that goal, and he just gets working and he gets down to business. But yeah, with this efficiency and discernment, I think he's very good at filtering out his relationships, so he knows who are good people to hang around with and who isn't. And this kind of means that maybe he's able, you know what, if we take that into account, that could explain why it takes him a while to like pursue someone when it comes into romantic relationships, because naturally he's very good at telling if someone is lying to him or if someone's being honest with him, and he's also very good at noticing what baggage someone carries. I think when he meets someone, he can tell right away, or just by talking to them a little bit, he can tell, oh, this person has their guard up, oh, this person is upset about something and it's not with me, or like something along those lines. Like he can already tell that, like, the issues that someone carries with them, and because of that, he might be very good at knowing who to hang out with and who not to hang out with, who to keep at arm's length and who to keep close. So if that's the case, that could explain why it may take him a while to start romantic relationships, because there's a high chance that he's kind of like evaluating unconsciously this person and going like, okay, what are your issues, and if they're with me, we can solve them, and if they're not, how much tolerance do I have for them? Like basically setting his boundaries basically. But let's look at the tarot that is like clarifying the oracle that we have. So to clarify clarity, that's kind of funny, we have the 7 of Wands reverse. So I'm getting okay. So this is like the makeshift like tarot deck that I made with my sister, and we made this because it's sometimes nice to just have no images, because then it's nice to see like what images naturally just pop into like your mind when you see this. And with the Seven of Wands, I got the image of like the traditional Seven of Wands, which is like a guy that is fighting this other Six of Wands. Um, so this kind of shows that when Yangyang is not the type of person to push someone to see a specific point of view, or he's not pushing someone to get their shit together right away. He is someone that influences, he is someone that just naturally tries to bring different points of view and tries to bring this like safety and security to people, but he doesn't force it upon them. So what I mean is like if whoever he's dating comes to him like very angrily because they're trying to like calm down from something that they encounter, he will not tell them something that is along the lines of like just get over it. He will quietly listen to that person and make sure that they kind of vent and rant about their issues, and then he will give his advice, right? Like I do feel that the Seven of Wands reverse shows that he is very persistent, he doesn't give up, but he picks his battles very well. So if someone is angry, as long as it's not with him, he's not going to force them to solve the issue right there and then. But I do feel that if this is a fight that he may have with his partner, then that's when he will listen to them, but also make sure that even if the person that he's with is still kind of like going through it, he will want to solve an issue right there and then. I don't think he will allow things to simmer down for too long. So that's why I'm saying like he picks his battles. I don't. He knows when to take action and when to probably like stay still and assess the situation. Now to clarify the perspective, we have the World and the Eight of Wands. It's funny to get the World card with perspective because that makes you think that he's able to kind of, he has like a bird's eye type of view when it comes to perspectives. He's able to think of multiple paths and take in multiple opinions. And that's very good to have a good perspective because it's like, okay, someone could have felt like this because of this reason, someone could have done this because of these reasons, and that may allow him to not take things too personally, especially in relationships. As I mentioned earlier, if he ends up with someone that is very stressed for whatever reason, like let's say this situation keeps coming up, so maybe this is significant. This person comes very stressed from work or very angry. He's able to not take it personally, and he's able to listen to the ranting, or like this allow this person to kind of like vent about their issues because he knows it's not that he's not the problem. He goes like, okay, this person is stressed, let me just listen to them and be like a good ear and a good shoulder they can lean on right now that they're going through it, right? So again, with this World card, there's a lot of fixed energy with the World, and this is Saturn energy. So he is someone that is extremely stable because he just kind of knows how things work. He is already, again, he has like this healthy detachment from people, so he's able to not take things personally, as I said earlier. And with this perspective, he doesn't judge people too harshly. I think because of this cold way of thinking that he has, that allows him to have a very healthy distance from people. But I think people don't necessarily see him as a cold person because he's very genuine. So I think he might actually be so optimistic that people usually don't see him angry or sad or upset. That's just kind of how he is. We have the Eight of Wands as well, so this kind of shows that he's very, because the Eight of Wands talks about concentrating all of your, especially when it's upright, concentrating all of your energy towards one goal, and it usually shows like 8 wands that are pointed in one direction, because this kind of shows that you're able to put all of your time and effort and all of your actions towards one thing, and because of that, things go very quickly and they happen pretty efficiently, as we saw earlier with that card. So I do feel like he's just someone that just naturally is able to have a very open mind and able to see all of these perspectives, and because of that, he's able to bring a lot of like wise knowledge in his relationships. And one of the ways that he may be able to do that is because he listens to people, so he already has like this like pocket of knowledge in his life and from his lifetime of listening to people, and because of that, he has an idea of what usually causes people to react certain ways. And he, again, since he doesn't judge them, he sees them as it's like he's just collecting data naturally in such a way that when other people in the future, when people come towards him in similar situations, he doesn't bring any bad vibes, because he kind of already went like, oh, I remember when this person was going through something similar, or he's able to connect things that he has already experienced with before, and then bring them into the present moment. And this Eight of Wands with his super quick energy kind of shows that he knows what to say, when to say it, so his timing is very good. And also he's very good at bringing perspectives from different people, from different cultures, and from different, just, how should I put it, he's just very open-minded, and he does this very quickly, so that's why he doesn't come off as this genuine, as I said earlier. So he's careful with his words, but he's so quick at coming up with good advice, or he's very quick at figuring out the best way to deal with a situation, that he's able to bring stability in a very loving way very quickly. So I think that's why discernment and efficiency could have come here. I think his mind is very good at filtering information and data in a way when it comes to how to deal with people. I think that's pretty cool. Now, to wrap up his reading, let's look at the Three of Wands and the Temperance energy. Perfect. So I'm making that face. I'm reacting that way because the Temperance card is Sagittarius energy, and usually when I see the Eight of Wands, I think of Sagittarius energy, because I think almost as if you had like 8 arrows or pointed at a target, at a single target. So with this Temperance energy, I feel that it's just kind of coming up again. Also, Temperance talks about harmony and balance, is being able to, is like having your foot in spirituality and also having your foot in like the 3D physical world. So he's very good at kind of having this balance between what can be seen and what cannot be seen. So his conscious and his unconscious side. So his bro, those are not the words. His awareness in his physical environment, as well as his subconscious. Anyway, so with discernment and efficiency, he's very good at making decisions, he's very good at taking action, and he's very good at achieving his goals or getting things done. Because of this Three of Wands and this Temperance, so Three of Wands, I see that as external help. So he knows when to ask for help, he knows how to receive help, and he knows how to work with other people. To me, the Three of Wands usually symbolizes a good time to write contracts or like sign contracts. So I think he's very good at negotiating with people. I'm not saying necessarily that this has to be related to his work, despite me talking about contracts, but I do feel that when it comes to relationships, he's very good at setting his boundaries, and he's very good at respecting the other person's boundaries, and also he's very good at like assessing the situation, so he knows like what to do or what to say to bridge any gaps that he may have with whoever he's with. And again, he knows how much he can tolerate when it comes to other people's problems, and he also knows how much he's willing to like compromise with. So again, bridging that gap between whoever he's going to date. I'm thinking of like boats and ships. So, because I'm getting this Three of Wands is reminded me of the Three of Wands in the Happy Tarot. So, I do feel that he is someone that is always looking at like the long-term effects of things. So he may take a while to date someone, or like his slow approach to dating is because he's looking for a lifelong partner. And I'm saying that because the image that I got was the world from the manga tarot that I have. And in that one, like they show a woman and she's pregnant. No. You know which other one I'm getting as well? It's the world from the Shadowscape tarot. So, and there's also a woman on that one. And that woman reminds me of this discernment card. That's why I'm bringing those up. So I do feel that he may want to create a family with whoever he's with, or he's thinking of like this, like the future and this long-term plan. So I do think that he's not a casual dater. Is that even a word? like is that the right term or the right phrase? Like he doesn't just casually date people. Like whoever he's dating is because he sees that person as a lifelong partner. So even if it doesn't last a long time, he didn't see it that way. Like, you know that there's some people that is like, oh, I'm just gonna date this person and see what happens. No, his goal whenever he's dating is, this is a long time partner. My goal is to last a long time. So I'm bringing that up. And again, he's very patient, so he doesn't mind being with someone that may need a little bit of healing or still hasn't had maybe they're not at like they're 100% when it comes to relationships and stuff, because again, he's very patient, so he's okay if, and he's very understanding and stuff. So if he's with someone, they don't have to be like perfect or like have their shit together in the sense of like they already accomplished all their goals or dreams and they're ready to like create a family or something. No, he understands where he's at in his life, so he understands that whoever he's going to be with is probably also just surviving and trying to reach their goals and trying to accomplish themselves in life and reach like their life purpose or whatever it is that the person's going through. But yeah, outside from that, he is looking for a long time partner. Anyway, I wanted to point out before I end off this reading that he has a bunch of fire and Major Arcana, so relationships are a big deal for him, and he takes them very seriously, and he is not afraid of taking action. However, he is a bit slow with his approach because he's like unconsciously always testing whoever he's with, like he's observing them very closely. I'm not saying testing them like, okay, I'm gonna put them in this situation and see how they react. No, I'm saying that whenever this person feels like they're just on their natural state, he's observing that person and being like, okay, how do they react when this happens? How do they react when this other thing happens? I think he's very good with people in general, though. So yeah, I hope you guys like this reading. I hope you guys enjoy it. I thought this reading was extremely interesting. I don't know if like we got a very good insight of how he deals with people and like what he has to offer in like dealing with people type of way for his partnerships. But yeah, if we didn't really get any like earthly things, like is he a gift giver, is he like let me give you all of my time, and I don't know, like some other people tend to be more like, oh, I would like to go on dates and do this and do that, and with him, I guess the most we got was like he prefers to stay at home. So I mean, that's valid, I guess, right? But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one, whenever that is, however that is. This video was a lot lengthier than I expected, but I really enjoyed reading for him. I really liked the vibes that he had, and I guess what he had to offer when it came to like interpreting the cards. So I'll see you guys in the next one, whenever that is, however that is. Love and healing from my part to you, and bye.